Happy Easter, YouTube. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Seth, your local real estate agent here in San Antonio, providing you with the information you need to make sure that you can purchase the home for you and your family. Today, what we're going to be talking about is physician loans. So if you are a doctor or a med student or a dentist, RN, veterinarian, and you're just about to graduate school, this video is for you. All right, stick around. Let's hope you learned something. All right, so let's get started. So you've been in school, you've been working hard to get your doctorate, whether that's in dental school or in med school or veterinarian school. You've been really working to accomplish your goals and your dreams, and you're now about to graduate. And so I assume you're trying to figure out where you're going to work, what you're going to do, and also where are you going to live. And so what we're going to be going through today is the different aspects of a physician loan that work for you that is going into something in the medical field. Certain doctors, different RNs, they have different possibilities than other individuals. And so what we're going to start with is, what is a physician loan? And simply put, a physician loan is to help students like yourself that have been working in school, they're not technically working, your debt to income is going to be very high because you have a lot of debt from your school. These loans are for you. So let's kind of go through those details a little bit so that you have a better understanding as you get closer to graduation. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is down payment. Many people think that there's a myth that you have to have 20% down for a home, and that's simply not true. Even with a conventional loan, we can get it down to around 5%. Now, as a physician loan goes, many of the programs that are available are going to be 0% down or a very small number. So this is a huge benefit for you as you've been in school, not been able to necessarily put away money. Maybe you had a part-time job, but I know my sister was in dental school and I know how much work it takes for you to get where you're at, and there's not a lot of time for you to be doing other things. So the physician loans are set up with a 0% down so that you can get into a home a little bit easier. Now, another benefit for you on getting a physician's loan is that you are going to be able to get this loan up to 90 days prior to your employment. So as you graduate, you're going to be looking for a job. You get a job lined up and you're going to be starting in a couple of months. You can get these physician loans before you've actually even started working. And so that's a huge benefit because they are banking on the fact of what you're going to be able to produce with your new job versus the money that you've already currently made. And so if you are in one of these medical fields and that you're looking to apply for different jobs, this is a huge benefit to you to be able to find a home, have that 0% down, as well as to get the loan before you've actually even started working. This gives you the opportunity to truly start a new chapter in your life and kind of keep moving forward with your life plans. So we've talked about 0% down, the fact that you can get your loan prior to employment, and the next topic that we're going to talk about is your student debt. So you know that your debt is very high due to your student loans. And if you're going to get a conventional loan, this can be a real hindrance for you to be able to get the property that you want because of your debt to income. Now, one of the benefits of these physicians loans is they do not count your student debt against you. So this drastically improves your debt to income, as well as it gives you the better chance to get a little bit higher loan for a little bit nicer home. So everything is going as planned. You are now getting your loan. You've spoken with the lender. And as things start moving forward, if you were going to go with a conventional loan, you would have to have what's called PMI. That's private mortgage insurance. And what this is for is that it is to protect the lender in case you default. And PMI would need to be on the loan until you pay approximately 20% of that loan down. Now, this is another big benefit of the physician's loan. They do not have PMI. So they are relying on the fact that you are going to be able to make those payments. The lender is trusting you from the hard work that you've put into school and the jobs that you're going to be acquiring. And so a physician's insurance or a physician's loan is not going to have a PMI. This is going to save you a couple of $100s every single month. And it's just going to make it something that is a little bit more feasible for you in the long run. So that brings up kind of the last point of why it's good for you to look into a physician's loan. And that is you have potentially a higher loan limit than if you were going to go the conventional route. So a conventional route is going to look at all of the standard financing, what you've made, what your debt to income is, and they're going to judge what you can afford based on those things. With a physician's loan, they're not counting your debt. They have a zero down payment. You don't have PMI. They're banking on what you are going to make. And so what that provides for you is ultimately a higher loan that you can qualify for, getting you and your family the home exactly what you want for this next stage of life. And so I'm sure you're wondering, what is the benefit to the bank to do these loans? Here you don't have a down payment, you don't have PMI, they don't even know if you're officially going to make that money. So why would they do this type of loan? And the first reason that they would do this type of loan is they will have higher fees associated with a physician's loan versus a conventional loan. Right? So they are going to be getting some of their money through the fees associated with the loan versus on the other side of like conventional where they're actually going through all of the finances. The second reason that a banks would want to do this is that you are going to be a high income earner. And that is also connected with the last one. You probably or more than likely will have to have a checking account set up with that bank to be able to work these physician loans. So essentially they're securing you for down the line by giving you something now and trusting you and helping you in this process that you are going to bank with them in the future. And so that is kind of why the reasons why a lender would want to do these types of loans for you as a med student or a dental student. So if you were in medical school or dental school, make sure to give me a call right here. I'd love to walk with you through the process, help you get a home and start the next chapter in your life. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stick around to learn more about your San Antonio real estate. Talk to you soon.